I'm gonna start it again. Alright, we've got a special guest, Nnarga. Yay.
Hello,
So,
my pleasure to be here.
yes, this is our take 2 on this.
Welcome, Nnarga.
That sounded.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Royal's not here because, he's offline and whatever. Um, I guess we're gonna go back into trying to explain time travel.
Time travel.
Yep, I guess so.
Well, the thing is, time travel, the confusing part about it is like, as I mentioned, was that going back in the past is really confusing because when you go back in the past and you try to fix something in the past and you see yourself in the past, I mean, you yourself, your past self, haven't seen your future self coming to the past and trying to fix something. So what happens when you meet yourself in the future? I mean, what most people and in like Life is Strange or something, they try to explain it with creating a different timeline. But then what happens to the other timeline when you create it? It's just like that's what bugs me most about time travel.
And he called it a paradox the first time around.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's like I don't know, and the whole butterfly effect thing. Like you change one thing, and a bunch of things happen. Like Until Dawn had that Life is Strange. That was a big effect. That was a
yeah,
big
yeah.
part of it.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future Part 2, if I
Yeah, like
remember.
if you something about them not having Morty or Marty, not Morty, Marty.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the thing that most people neglect is that when you change something in the past, a lot of things start to change as well. I
But
mean,
it's
like,
weird.
lots of people. I mean, for example, lots of people say, okay, if I go to the past, I'd kill Hitler or something. But then no one would say, if we killed Hitler though, then Germany wouldn't actually become as powerful as they'd be or something, or World War II wouldn't happen. So then the world would be a much different place now, a much
So
different place,
the
maybe a
weird
worse, maybe a better one.
the weird thing about time travel is that when people think about, if you change one thing in the past, you're going to drastically change the future. But people don't think if you do something different in the present, that you'll make a difference in the world. Like something small, right? If you do something in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
present, very small, you don't even think you'll change anything in the future.
yeah, exactly.
What's the reverse with the past is that when you think, oh, you'll change one small thing and it'll affect the future in a big way, but no one thinks the present thing, yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So I guess we'll move on to the next one, which is. I guess we'll just go with. Oh, right. There is still what we would do with time travel, I guess. Probably handle some situations a lot differently.
What we would do with time travel?
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think I just tried to change some shit. Like maybe I personally did, or people that like it happened in general in history or something. But like, I honestly don't know what the consequences will be. Like, I mean, there's things that I've done and the people have done, which, like, for example, let's say if I went back and killed Hitler, as I said, things would be drastically different. Like, if, for example, when I was a child, I didn't beat up that childhood bully, and I decided, okay, let me just stop myself from beating him up. Maybe that changed my character a lot more. Like that would make me a much different person right now.
Yeah.
You know,
The
I
whole
never know
thing.
the consequences.
Yeah. The thing that I find weird about time travel is that if you're changing the past, you go back, but how do you know where you're supposed to be?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, that that also creates a paradox where like you don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be. You don't know where the fuck you are.
Like, because you're in the past, right? Okay, change something. Yeah, go back to the future, but aren't you still doing stuff in the future and in that time that you don't even know about?
True.
You
It's
wouldn't end
just
up
what
with
the
that time
fuck.
traveling
Yeah,
thing in the reason because that event that caused you to do that would make you want to go back in time. That's what caused you to want to go back in time, so you wouldn't have gone back in time to fix it because it would have been different.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, though, I mean, by the way, have you all watched Avengers Endgame?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, fortunately.
Wait, Chan, did you watch it?
No.
Okay, I was about to spoil something. That's why. Okay, I won't say, but like, they
Oh,
they
yeah,
took a
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, they took a different turn in time travel there. That's why, and that it was kind of confusing at first. I was like, why did they do it like that? But at the
Right.
same time, I thought like, okay, maybe it's a logical different point of view of how time travel would work.
One of them was aware that it was time travel, I think. I mean, they would tell people, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that they told that person on the roof.
But yeah.
We could talk about like I guess things we would change in the world is a good thing. I guess if we had big power over it, I mean, I'd probably just change the fact that academic probation being a thing. I guess.
Wait, what is that academic?
It's when you. It's like when you get a GPA lower than a 2. And so
What's
I think there's
GPA?
something. Oh, it's a 1.6. Oh, what is GPA? Sorry, it's grade point average. It's like an average of all of your grades for classes you've taken.
Wait, say again.
It's like an average of all the grades of the classes you've taken.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's a thing that it is quite the annoying thing. Like for me as well, it's a really annoying thing that you have to have a certain GPA. I would call it a GPA grade so that you can pass to a university, for example. Like for me, I studied so hard, like just to get to this university in another country, and it's just for this stupid fucking GPA. And hopefully they'll accept me now. Like fucking hell.
Yeah.
I should like to know that we do swear on this podcast because it's like a live stream basically. Those are
Okay,
uncensored.
yeah. I was kind of afraid. I was like, oh my god, now it's just gonna get censored or something, and it's gonna
I
get
figured I should
demonetized.
mention that. No, you're good.
Okay.
I put it as unlisted afterwards, so it's not technically one of my public videos.
We gotta have like a bleep thing.
Hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone. Let me just pull something. Or not even on my phone. Let me just pull it up on my computer. Instant buttons. My instant, yeah. Let me just find it. We interrupt this podcast to bring you a censored beep. Ow,
Amazing.
my ear!
We couldn't hear it.
I know. Oh wait, I have to share my screen for that. You could be able to hear it, but oh god, it hurt my ear. I'll have that hurt my ear again. Ow!
Is it? Oh my god.
Oh god. Please stop. No.
High frequencies. Why is there a dolphin there?
Stop.
Oh god! Oh god!
Oh my god.
Okay, let's stop.
My ears.
You're gonna have to put this guy. Audio equalize.
Oh god!
What the?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the censor. That's the censor cookie.
I'm such a troll. Oh, I miss being a prankster.
Imagine putting these now in the videos.
Oh my god.
I just randomly go, I was just, what the fuck?
Oh god. That one does hurt my ear though.
Hey!
interrupt this podcast to bring you cookies screwing around with oh my god, it's not even picking up. We interrupt this to bring you cookies screwing around with buttons.
Oh my god, that is loud.
It was loud.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Can you make it any louder?
Yes.
That's a joke, by the way. Don't actually.
Excuse me, princess.
We interrupted this podcast to show you Cookie fucking around with the buttons.
Or brain eardrum.
Oh wait, I can't do that. That is probably
Holy
copyrighted.
shit, there's down there now.
Ow.
Another party.
That was probably copyrighted. I can't play that
What the
one.
fuck?
Cookie breaking eardrums. 2000.
Simulator.
Yes.
That was easy.
Okay,
my
please
God.
stop.
They love it. They love it. They absolutely love me.
I don't know why, but I just got ideas like you should put these in your videos sometime.
Oh yeah, I downloaded a couple of
Like, just-
them.
Then you can
Just
be
for
like
the lols,
crappy-
just put them.
You could be like a crappy Instagram.
FBI, open up!
Oh crap.
Uh,
We gotta run.
Ah shit, we're getting spotted.
oh no.
The hell?
What the fuck?
Oh god, why did I hit the loud?
My God.
I hit the one labeled loud.
I kind of hope these don't end up on the podcast because of how loud they are.
They will end up.
Oh god.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What the fuck?
You don't know the way.
Oh my god, what is that?
Do you know the way? I want to play the song
He's
ones,
like
but I
searching
can't.
for the good ones.
Oh, I am.
Don't be
Oh, that's a great ASMR sound.
I'm Batman.
Perfect.
Be gone, fuck!
Oh my god. Holy shit, that was loud. That's fucking sounds. Yeah. This video meme land now.
That's about to break your
It's all
ears.
these memes now, Cookie.
Cookie, I feel like we need another day.
Thank you so much. I love you people.
Podcast is becoming a meme cast now.
It has become a
Shit
meme.
cast.
Shitcast.
Meme
Wow.
cast.
They love
Like
us.
clapping.
They love us.
Congrats, Cookie, for the memes.
Yes.
Congrats on existing.
Congratulations. I'm one happy with that.
Oh, clap.
He needs some milk.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Cookie, can you just like stop with the buttons? Jesus.
One eternity
You need-
later.
you
One
need-
eternity
It's the-
later.
You keep interrupting it. You keep interrupting it. I'm gonna make this transition.
One eternity later.
Okay, now we're done with the buttons for once and for all. It's been an eternity and we're all feeling good.
More like I'm feeling terrible, but okay. I'm kidding.
That was fun. I had
Yeah.
fun. I love that. That was fun.
Now it's done going.
My brain is warped now
You're welcome.
from the loud noises.
Anyway, we're gonna get into how to handle bullying. Not trolling, bullying.
Play
Bullying in
loud.
general.
No, I'm kidding. What?
I'm not gonna play any more sound effects. Don't worry. Anyway, so
But look,
bullying.
the way that I've seen is the better solution to bullying in general. I mean, like cyberbullying or just physical bullying, or when someone also in with words bullies you. I see that the best way to handle bullying is not like to become a bully yourself by just reacting to it in a really violent way, but rather to just either ignore them or just show that I don't fucking care what you think. I mean, like, if just someone just ridicules you for something you have, like maybe, oh, you're a nerd for playing video game. The best thing is just to become violent, to just start beating the person up, or just think that he's a really bad guy. But the way I found it was a better way. It was like either to like make it a joke, make it funny, not ridicule yourself, but actually make it like show him that I accept that I'm a nerd, so I don't care that you think I'm a nerd. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like, bullying is always that way of other people wanting to show dominance above the other. Like, they just want to become above you. But when you don't accept it as bullying, when you view it as a thing, like, okay, he's just giving his opinion, I don't give a fuck about it, you're basically just putting him on the down low, and he just can't dominate you in any way. You get me? I might not be making sense right now, but that's the way I view it.
I know I used to be bullied all the time, like people calling me a nerd, but I embraced it and then they just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, if you show that you don't actually care. I mean, for a long time, I got bullied for playing video games. Like, I was that one
What?
guy at school. Yeah, because this goddamn country that I live in is primitive as shit, and everyone is like this new thing about video games, about PS4s and shit. I mean, that okay, now it's the popular thing now. Everyone has PS4s, everyone has computers, but back in the day, no one had any of that. And back in the day, when I was like younger, I used to be that one kid that like brought a PSP to school, or like brought a Game Boy or something, like a DSi or something at school, and I just played alone. And everyone would just ridicule me for like, oh, he's that one weird kid who's just imagining things and playing video games all the time, like playing on that pop. And I didn't give a fuck. And now all of a sudden, it's like 5, 6 years later, all of a sudden they're like asking me for help to help them play their games and fix their
Yeah.
game.
The
I mean,
tables
like,
have been turned.
fuck off. It's like a big middle finger to them, because now they actually regret actually being dicks about it earlier. So that's the best way to handle it. Like, don't succumb to their wanting of to ridicule you, or to make you feel worse, or to make you feel like you're a shit or something. That only makes it worse.
Just they're bullying you about like playing video games. Then they start
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
It's laughable.
They
It's
actually,
laughable over here, but
yeah,
yeah, they used to do it for a really fucking long time, actually. And for most of the time, I mean, well, when I was actually really young, they'd actually start fights about it, because I was getting really pissed about it. I was like, well, no, don't ridicule my game. It's my game. It's really fun. And they actually get pissed about it, so we actually had fights, which were really pointless. I broke my arms, I broke my legs for no fucking reason.
yeah. That is pointless, you know. Like just getting over fights about, goddamn Pokemon. No, I'm kidding.
I
No.
mean, Fortnite versus Team Fortress, Minecraft versus Roblox. People still do that shit.
But look, I'll admit that that's another topic. It's not bullying, but I'll admit, in general, my opinion on the new games like recently that have come out, like PUBG and Fortnite and all that, and all those games. Honestly, although they're really fun, I don't see the skill aspect in them.
I
I
really
always
hate
like,
that. I don't like them at all. They're not my type
yeah,
of game, really. I'm not really an FPS person. I was when I was growing up, but not really now.
yeah, I can see that because like for me, games are like at the same time they actually make you want to learn something, and they actually require skill to actually play. But like with these new games, Fortnite and PUBG and all that, you just fuck around, you do whatever the fuck you want. You don't learn anything from it. You don't
I
actually
mean,
require
yeah.
any skills, any logical skills or something.
And like with me, I mean, I play more games that have more of a story than all the action. You know, when I was playing Half-Life 2, I hated all the action scenes because most of it was just, action and shooting, and I'm like, I want the story. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, and it's actually a really nice way to see video games. I mean, like seeing it as a way to storytell video games. A lot of the time, people just neglect how powerful video games can be. But like we saw that, like you saw that Cookie with Half Life, or like we saw that in The Walking Dead, or we saw that in The Witcher or something. Like any game with the great
Yeah, The
story.
Walking Dead, the Telltale games were a good one.
Yeah,
Because I liked the quick time events. That was a good addition to make it the game. That was the game of it. I did like how they did that, and I always love multiple endings. I really do.
exactly. So it was like a nice blend of movie with video game. Like you could interact with the
Yeah.
people there.
And even growing up, we had like choose your own adventure books. You would just flip through the pages. It was like, it was way before Bandersnatch ever came out on Netflix. Like they actually
Exactly.
had those
Yeah.
books. I love those books.
Yeah.
As an example, would be like the modern day version, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's basically it. Because a lot of video games have multiple endings now.
Well, yeah,
I think
like
Telltale.
Go on, Cookie.
Oh, I was gonna say a lot of the games now. I think Telltale like guided the way for multiple endings.
Wait, say again, Cookie. You cut off.
I said that I think Telltale provided the way for multiple endings. Endings.
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah, but like the problem is that the popular game are usually the games that are like they actually require less skill, which is like kind of sad sometimes. And that's my problem with the gaming industry in general. I mean, like for example, I even have current friends that still think that because my game, like for example, Crusader Kings or Stellaris or something, is like, oh, it's not that popular. Not a lot of people play it, or it doesn't have good reviews. That doesn't mean it's not a good game.
Exactly.
It's a really bad way to think about things. Like just because the majority don't like it.
The whole thing about like, I'm gonna make this a political thing now, but a lot of people in the U.S. they're okay with like torture and the death penalty, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't think that's humane, like at all. But the majority is okay with it. I mean, that's flipped, but
Well,
Or
that's
like
another
Britney Spears.
thing. I
Okay,
mean,
we'll pull in Britney Spears. Like a lot of people say that she doesn't have any talent, but damn, she can have dance moves, and she's her own thing. And then she's also, I mean, whoever does her outfits do a great job.
yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. They really judge Britney Spears based on her only like. You can't really judge a person by only like 2, 3 actions they did in their lives.
Right.
In Britney Spears, everyone judges her for like doing 1, 2, 3 things with her exes or something, or anything
Shaving
that's
her head
dramatic.
bald and stuff. I mean, they do those celebrities, and it's like, you don't. I don't know why. I mean, it's like, yeah, the media. You want some drama, you want something to talk about, but don't bash on people who are working so hard to make their money.
Exactly. They just really just judge people, even though there's a lot more to the character. They just judge people based on their actions. That's what people do in general.
They get flooded with paparazzi as well, and it's like they get flooded with cameras. I'm like, how do they ever have a normal day without like? How do they go to the store? And even YouTubers, like, how do they like normal YouTubers, like, how do they get to the store without being caught by someone?
I know
Exactly.
one thing.
Every time.
Oops.
Sorry.
Yeah, go on, Chan.
You. All right. You could continue.
Oh, no, Chan, we haven't heard from you. Go ahead.
I know one thing with like Britney Spears as well. She also has to deal with like a record label, and record labels. A lot of people believe are like all greedy. Like they take a lot.
Yeah.
Which is
But
like major ones.
and another thing is that, like, adding on what you said, Cookie, was that most of the time, like when I see interviews of famous people, the one thing that they always wish, like for example, okay, I'll admit I don't like Billie Eilish's. You know Billie Eilish.
Yes, yeah, we know.
I don't like Billie Eilish's music that much. I have heard of the music a lot because it's in the radio and everyone plays it these days. But like, I will respect the fact that she's actually grown as a person and as in the music industry really well.
Oh, but she's really
And
young,
the fact
yeah.
that she's actually like she's like 5 days younger than me, I think.
She's 2 years younger than me. She's the same
Yeah,
age that Lord was when she started.
Yeah, it's like what the hell? And
And
the
Rebecca.
thing is
No,
that,
Rebecca. Yeah.
and there was this interview that I saw of her, and the first thing that came up to mind when she was asked what do you wish for right now the most was that she wanted not to be so famous around people when she went out, like not have
Right, she
paparazzi
has
around
school
her,
as
or like
well.
not be
Like,
known everywhere. Exactly.
I remember with Nirvana, like Kurt Cobain, like he wanted his anonymity back, but like he was just being followed around everywhere. His life was being publicized, and he couldn't take it anymore.
that's another reason why I don't do
Yeah.
face cams. Or if I do, I delete them afterwards, but don't make them public because I don't want my face going around in case I do end up really famous. Because I want that anonymity as well. Yeah, because I don't want to be like followed by people or be like, oh, it's Cookie. No.
Yeah, which is a really good thing that you're doing, Cookie. I mean, personally, I'd want to do that as well. In general, I'm not the type of person that I want the glory. I don't want to have that feeling of like, okay, just because everyone else is satisfied, I will be satisfied. I should be only just like, if I know that what I do is okay, then why would I need a flock of people saying it's okay? I mean, like in general, I don't like having lots of people just flock behind me for no reason, but like for just that one reason.
Yeah, so when I went to this social group last night. I mean, a lot of the guys like me or like to talk to me, so I get flocked around, and it's okay with me at that point because I don't get a lot of people who talk to me, in personal life. I mean, in, like friends or whatever. But it's kind of it feels okay, and then it feels kind of weird too to be the center of attention with so many people wanting to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I relate because not a lot of people talk to me. So,
Well, I mean, you got us, so
well, yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, like at
it's
school or
different, yeah.
something, or like when I went to the exams, no one actually fucking cared. But what to do?
Yeah.
No one likes me at school.
But like we shouldn't see it as a negative thing a lot of the time. Like I mean, for example, I don't see it as a negative thing that I don't socialize with a lot of people in my school because my school in general is fucked. I mean,
Well,
lots
you
of
could say
people
the
there.
same thing for America as well, for the U.S.
Yeah, it's like it's people that I don't actually would hang out with anyways. So why should I mind that they don't talk to me? I mean, like there's people like that do drugs or they smoke a lot of cigarettes or they just do a lot of shit that I don't do. Like they ride motorbikes, they go around doing stuff that's illegal. I mean, like that's not my thing.
And I'm
Yeah.
not.
Why should I think it's a problem that those people don't talk to me?
All right, go ahead, Chan.
I know with you, like with what you're saying, Narga, I know like there was this one kid who just bought weed off like the bus, you know.
Well, we had
Like,
weed brownies, so I don't think any of you can top that. 2 people got hospitalized for weed, or at least what they think was laced with like marijuana or something. They got hospitalized because they ate the brownies.
I remember though,
Holy
like,
shit.
as well, like, one of my friends, he went to a different school, like a bit north, from where I am, and that school is one of the schools that like always has like drug busts. You know, like a lot of kids end up having like crack in their locker or like weed.
What the fuck?
You know,
They just think it's cool, like doing drugs in general, or just like having fun with it. But in the end, it's not fun. Like
I've never
1,
had friends
2
like
years
that.
later, you're fucked over.
I've never had friends like that because I don't hang out with those kinds of people. I don't get along
And
with
you
them.
shouldn't actually.
I don't like them at all.
You shouldn't.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I can basically tell who not to hang out with.
Well, yeah.
Not that I've dealt with anyone doing drugs. Well, I mean, I've dealt with some people who did vapes, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to vape. I'm good. And they were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Like, they were pretty chill about it.
But still, though.
Alright, let's see here. We hit the 31-minute mark, so we got about 30 minutes left. Let me see what else we do. We could do, is money really that valuable and why?
Is money really that valuable, though? I mean, like,
It depends on what you're
money,
using as money.
yeah. I mean, like, for me, the only thing that I find valuable in money is just to take care of myself and my family, my friends, my close ones. It's just, the thing is that the problem with money, it isn't with the money itself, but it's with people in general. Like,
What
once
their
you
use
get,
of it.
yeah, like once you get a lot of money, then you want more money. And once you get a lot more money, and then you want more money. And then when you get more money,
Actually, it's the thing is you want you get the money, you want to spend it. You get more money, you want to spend it.
yeah, my
Yeah.
problem. Like, I get money and then I end up spending it like right afterwards when I mean to save up.
but like, there's a problem where, okay, it's actually quite a good thing if you think about it. Like, if you get money and spend it immediately, because a lot of people, they just get money and instead of spending it, they use it to get more money. And that's where businessmen and politicians come in, where they basically just, yeah, where they just invest in other corporations, or they just in general just want to do whatever the hell profits them. And a lot of the time, when if you see how the corporate world works, a lot of the time they're really selfish pricks. They really don't fucking care about anyone else. They forget about humans. They forget about their friends. They forget about their family. They're like, if it profits me, if it gains me more money, I don't care if my friend, if my best friend just gets fucked over by me. As long as I get my double paycheck, I'll be fine with it. Like, that's how a lot of the people how they evolved especially in the corporate world. And that's why politicians in general, they just don't care anymore.
I know, like, money equals power, like,
For some people.
Like, with...
In the society classes, I guess.
Yeah.
Hierarchy, middle class, working class, upper class.
But like, there's the other thing. I mean, yesterday, a friend of mine, we were talking about this one rapper. Okay, he's a local rapper, a Greek rapper. His name is Sinboy, and we were talking about his recent hit single. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's really bad. But he told me about like an interview an interview with the singer, and he told me like the singer had really good motives. Like, he talked about, even though the singer said or I do this for the money, like I sing only for the money. He said that later on that the only reason why he said that was because he gets that money so that he could spend it on his family and on his relatives and all that. And I was like, okay, it might seem good, but then you see how much he actually gains, which is like $1 million, $2 million a year. I mean, who would actually spend that much money only on their relatives and family?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the time they just put on a mask. They just say, I'm doing this for a good purpose. I'm donating it to charity or something. But in actuality, they're just millionaires that don't care about anyone.
I know, like XXX Tentacion, like, I remember, like, before he got shot and killed, like, I remember there was, like, allegations against him of, like, some pretty serious stuff, and then he tried to, like,
Yeah, I've heard about it, yeah.
donate, money, and, like, buy kids, like, PS4s, and then, like,
Yeah. And
And-
another thing is that, like, the music industry in general, I'll just transfer the subject to the music industry a bit, if you don't mind. And I'll mention that in the music industry, what I don't like is that a lot of artists, even though they're really talented, they don't get the exposure that they require. I mean, for example, there's this band. Well, there was this band called Death. Okay, then they're not a very pleasant band, but they were really talented. And the singer slash songwriter slash guitarist, Chuck Schuldiner, he was actually really talented, a great person. He was just really good singer in general and a really good guitarist. But the thing is that when you play in a metal band, you never do it for the money. You actually never. You just if you want to play metal, you won't get rich. And Chuck actually got cancer. And then once he got the cancer, well, with the old system of the US, with the US, how you call it,
Currency?
hospital system and all that.
Oh, yeah,
No,
healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare. Yeah. Basically, the problem was that he actually got health insurance, after he got the cancer. So it actually didn't cover him. So he couldn't actually get the chemotherapy he needed. So he died. And I'm like here standing here like, what the fuck? I mean, they just let him die just because he didn't have like those $40,000 to pay. And everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people donated, but those people didn't actually donate as much because they actually didn't much care about him. They were like, okay, this is just another metal guy. I mean, who cares about metal, right?
I heard about that, yeah. Like, it's
It's
sad.
just a fucked up thing in general. You have like people like Ozzy Osbourne, who's a really good metal musician, but he didn't actually donate a penny, even though he's a freaking billionaire.
Yeah, like, he has, like, an excess of money, to just donate, but he just doesn't.
Yeah, like $40,000 pay for the chemotherapy are like pennies for him. They're like, he can actually find that on the ground or something.
It's like nothing, It's like,
yeah,
it's sad.
it's like, what the hell? In general, I just don't like the thing that the music industry in general just they give exposure to people that just profit them the most. Like they just give Tentacion or something, or not Tentacion, sorry. I mean like Travis Scott or like those other guys, the rappers, and how's the other guy, Lil Pump, something like that. Yeah. And like they actually give exposure to those guys instead of actually talented musicians, and they don't play them on the radio.
I know, like, with the punk community, like, fame is considered, like, a bad thing.
Yeah.
Which, like, if I know, with Green Day, like, when they were starting to rise up, like, and become how they are today, like, they had to choose either go to a major label or, like, be stuck how they were, like, you know, on a tiny little label and not be able to, basically, you know, like, be screwed.
Yeah.
So they chose, like, going on a major label, and, like, everyone in that, in, like, the community they came from, just turned their back on them.
Well,
And
yeah, that's what they do.
yeah, they were like, "Oh, fuck Green Day," you know, like. And then the funny thing is, once that one community, like 924 Gilman Street, once that started having financial troubles, you know what happened?
What happened?
They went to Green Day to try to raise money.
Oh,
You know, it's like, it's funny, you know, like, they say, fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Say, like, please help. Of course, Green Day did help, you know. They had the money to, you know.
Yeah. But like that's the other thing. You reminded me, like, Metallica, for example. They actually had they had 3 albums at first, and they were like they had this unique raw, like really fast metal sound. But then all of a sudden, in the fourth album, the fourth album was still that kind of same speed album. But like in the fifth album, they were like, okay, guys, since we're getting popular, why not get even more popular and actually get rich and be played on the radio? So let's make a bit more poppy stuff. And then they released the Black Album, which, okay, I'll admit I actually like a few songs in the Black Album, but most of them are actually kind of eh. They're not the Metallica that I used to listen. And then all of a sudden, they actually released other 2 albums, and the rest of the albums until recently they have released another album which is really good. But until recently, they've just released a bunch of albums that just sounded really, really poppy. Like it was just basic. They were just saying we're not metal anymore. We're just selling out. We just want to be played on the radio.
Yeah.
And they did become rich. They actually did become billionaires now, and they're actually a really big name now. But like for the really wrong reasons. They just sold out the fans. Everyone that used to listen to the original sound just is like, what the hell, mate? Or what? Why? Where's the original sound now? Like, why is it just all rock and all pop songs? And what is going on here? Like, Metallica is supposed to be metal. It's like they just sold out, and then now they're just really rich now.
It sucks to see, like, bands going that way, you know. Like,
Yeah. Cookie, are you here?
Yeah, I am. I just let you guys talk.
Well, come on, join then.
yeah. What's your opinion?
I mean, listen, I'm gonna bring up Taylor Swift because she went from country to pop, tried to
Yeah.
rap, and it was awful. You know, the whole "Are you ready for it?" and her rapping. Oh god, it's bad. It was bad. Like, I really preferred her country stuff. She was one of the better country singers, or one of the ones that I would actually listen to.
Yeah.
But now she's just morphing into this weird, odd pop one.
I know, like, rap music, like emo rap, the new hit thing, you know, where they
No,
barely,
I don't know.
you can barely understand what the hell they're saying. It's like
That's
they're
like normal rap and metal. You can't understand what any
Wait,
of them are
like,
saying.
there's this like new genre. I don't think it's a new genre, but like, there's this crossover that they did between country and rap. There was this song, I forgot what his name was.
Old Town Road.
Yeah. And basically, they just did this crossover, and there's a lot of mixed views on it. I haven't listened to the song. My brother really listens to it a lot, so I don't know what you guys think about it.
It's a mix of country and rap. It's actually really well done, honestly, if you listen to the whole thing. When you've seen a bunch of meme videos, you get annoyed by it, but when you listen to the whole thing, it is really well done.
Yeah,
Billy Ray did a really good job.
it is a pretty good
He's
mix
he,
country
he
and
did a really good job with whoever the rapper was.
I mean, like, does it give off like a country vibe, or is
Well,
it
it starts with the country, and then it's like a country rap. Like it's I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is attached. Mine is mighty black.
Cookie is
And
going for it?
that's all I know. That's all I can memorize.
You go, Cookie.
I can't play the whole thing on it because it'd be copyright.
yeah, obviously.
You memorize the beginning of it when you hear it in so many meme videos.
Your singing is amazing, by the way, Cookie.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I was gonna sing my song!
Oh, there you go.
Right, yeah, let me pull up the lyrics. I don't know exactly what the
turn.
tune will be, but I wrote like 2 songs today. I was trying to... Oh gosh, what time do we have? Alright, we have time. Good. Alright, one's called Parasite, because... I mean, I kind of wrote it like... It's... I don't know, it's kind of short but gnarly. Alright, let me see. If it will load.
Cookie's gonna spit some bars.
I don't know exactly what the tune would be because I didn't really make a tune. Where's my mouse? Thank you. Oh, it's called Like a Parasite. Is what I called it. It didn't take me that long to write it. I don't know exactly what tune it would go to, but I could just read it out. Where it just goes, I'm like a parasite, latching on to any host that is available. When the host is no longer satisfying me, I find my way to another. Who will be the next host? I don't ever know. I can't control where I go because I'm like a parasite. And it repeats the chorus. And it goes, I'm attached to you now like a flea on a cow. I'm not going to let go until someone new will show. And then you've got the tiger inside, which is, there's a storm brewing in my mind. It's something I can never subdue. It causes destruction on cue. I wish I could control it, but there's a tiger inside of me waiting to break out and attack. It sleeps until broken free. I've never been able to stop it. Several months ago, when the tiger was brought out, I went at those I loved with such a fury, I lost all my control. And then another line was like, it's ruthless, cruel, and merciless. It doesn't care who gets hurt. All it wants is chaos and ruin. Sometimes they don't want to tame it.
Oh my god, that's actually... I really love the second one. I really loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Thank you. I wrote it myself.
Songwriter Cookie.
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't have a ghost writer? No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm pretty sure I wrote my own songs.
I mean, like, isn't there like someone in the server like that knows how to make beats and all that, or like some music or something?
Peach, but he left.
Oh,
Peach did music. Ton did piano. Austin can probably do... Austin's done music.
oh, there you are.
There, yay.
Yeah, ask Austin or something, and maybe you could like make a piece or something we should listen to.
There we go. Put it on my phone and be like, I'm gonna listen to myself sing. Amazing. Welcome to Cookie Radio.
Have it like as a ringtone.
I'm like a parasite. You say like a parasite, and you're like, what the hell?
Then we could get it to some small record label like Epitaph, and somehow they
Make it.
might take
It's just what would be my stage name, just Cookie, I guess, but that's too small.
Or
I'll just use the Owl Hawk, man.
The Owl Hawk.
Or like the Red Ninja. Either one.
The Red Ninja.
might
Imagine
go
like
anyway.
just someone's like, oh, what music do you listen to? Oh, the Red Ninja.
Something.
How much time is left?
someone what?
Oh, we got about 10 minutes. So, what else do we have here? Books versus movies.
Books versus movies.
People, I don't like when people say the book was better because I like the movies because they show. I'm a more visual person. When people say the book is better, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna read that really long book. I mean, I've read books. I'm not really much of a book reader now because I read more like informational stuff instead of like fantasy. But it's like I hate it when people say
Yeah.
the book was better. I'm like, well, yeah, well, my life is better. Just kidding, it's worse, but who knows?
Well, like, I'd say that. Okay, I think it's annoying that when people say, okay, the book was better than the movie or something. But like the thing is that I much prefer books rather than movies, just because they actually give a lot more details than the movie can.
Yeah, and
Like the
that's the thing.
movie is
Yeah.
basically, yeah, the movie is just like limited to this 1 hour, 2 hour, lapse of time where they just have to have everything, like only the important parts in the plot, which actually just basically you just squeeze out the important parts and then you just leave out all the minor details that are inside the story, which is really just a lot of the time it just really it just actually creates a lot of plot holes. Like a lot of stuff aren't explained. Like for example, in the Lord of the Rings, I've seen that in the movies they actually leave out a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's whatever, because I didn't know. But then I actually read the books, and the books actually just filled a lot of blanks. Like it had a lot of questions that got answered just because it was just you just had to read it.
Hmm.
Like books, you can take your time, you can analyze it. But with the movie, you just rewatch it, and rewatch it, and rewatch it. I mean, what's the point? It's just really it gets repetitive. But like with the book, you just reread the same paragraph or the same chapter, or like you can analyze a lot more. But
Yeah.
that's just my taste. I don't know.
For me, like I'm just thinking about like some movies like the original version of like The Outsiders, like
Oh,
that
that book
movie.
was good.
Yeah, it was a good book, but like the movie that they released in like the 80s, absolutely you'd have to read in order to understand the plot. Like they
Yeah,
just put
that's
out
another
a
thing.
bunch of
Yeah,
and then, just to try to keep it within the 2 hour mark.
exactly.
There
That's
was a
really annoying.
movie.
Like in general.
There was a movie that was like 24 hours, and they didn't let it into theaters for obvious reasons.
Wait, 24-hour movie. What the?
I think it was, or maybe it was.
Ridiculous.
Let me see if that was actually a legit thing. I'm pretty sure it was, or maybe
How
I was
would you
just reading
actually
that wrong.
watch that? What the hell? Just like sleep halfway through.
It takes me like 3 hours to just watch like a 23-minute video, let alone a fucking 24-hour movie.
Only Chan would need 3 hours to watch a 23-minute video, I swear.
Oh, here it is.
I get
What do you
distracted.
do? Like, what
Get
do you.
distracted.
Like, you just see a random slide.
Yeah.
Oh, I got distracted.
There was one. Oh wait, no, that's different. Never mind.
The 23-hour movie.
No, it's clearly 23 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds.
There's a movie called 24
Oh
Hour
my god.
Movie.
What the fuck? Is
Yeah,
it
I don't
24
know where it
hours?
is. I don't know where I saw it. I probably saw it in like a stupid book that was probably like useless facts that you don't really need to know, and some of them were actually fake. So I don't know. It might have been from one of
Oh.
those books. I don't know
I
my
remember
turn.
there was this one like movie called Empire, and it was literally just 8 hours of like someone filming the Empire State Building.
What
There's
the
videos
hell?
online. If you search longest video on YouTube, you'll get like 154 hours of nothing but longest video of YouTube. That's real. I know that's real. Can you
What
imagine the
kind of
upload
hobbies do
time?
people have?
None, apparently.
The hobby of being sad.
The hobby of trying to
I mean,
get
like,
on YouTube.
I mean, like, imagine, okay, I mean, randomly just have this idea, okay, let me just go and upload a 108-hour video of nothing.
Wow.
Spend all my Wi-Fi and hard work on just uploading this goddamn video.
Oh
Man,
yeah, but can you imagine the render time?
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, like,
The
what
whole
the
upload
hell?
and like. Alright, longest video on YouTube. You get counting to 100,001 video by Mr. Beast, which is a 23-hour video, and then you've got one that is. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, there's like a 20-hour and 30-minute one. Oh wait, I take it back. These are minutes, so that's 23 days. A kid, that's 23 hours. Never mind, I was reading it wrong. You've got a 10-hour video, 20-hour video. I think they took out the 100 hours.
Just the
3
thought
hour
of a
video.
3-hour video is making me tired.
Let me see if we can do a filter and do like long. You've got one that says it's 24 hours, but it's literally 1 second. Oh, I take it back. It is 24 hours. It actually is 24
What, the
hours.
video?
It's called longest video on YouTube, 24 hours. It has a 1, but it actually is 24 hours.
What?
And it
Okay.
doesn't show nothing. It's like got random clips of things.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
And then you've got
What
one
kind
that's
of clips does it have, though?
you've got one that's 48 hours. Oh, it's just random weird clips. You've got one that's 596 hours, and it's unavailable on my phone. So
It's just that good.
yeah, the 596-hour videos are unavailable on my phone. 596 hours.
The longest video I watched was like 10 hours, and that took me several days. Because
Wait, I just found the video.
580
That's-
hours. 590 hours. Moldy Toast Media.
What were you saying, Nnarga?
Wait, I found the video that's like. Wait,
590
so
hours.
when it says like 00001, it means like
That's-
24 hours.
Yeah, if you hit that video, it'll be way longer.
Okay.
Because it is actually 24 hours, and the 590 ones are labeled as 20 hours. Alright, we got 2 minutes. Oh, I want some chocolate. I could go for some chocolate. Leave hot chocolate, that's close enough.
Wait, so the podcast is finished?
No, we got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yep, so we just basically wrap it up. Oh, I should probably throw the podcast. I forgot to put your name in the podcast ending.
Oh, it's okay.
Cookie.
I should, but
Because I'm really tired. That's why I asked.
yeah,
It's
or
not
I'm
that
just
I'm
gonna
bored or something.
I'm rolling the credits down.
Ah,
Once Royals
Alright.
goes over, we can end the podcast. So thanks for watching this, you guys. Thank you, Nnarga, for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Alright. That is